So what did you think then?
I think you're a lot taller than me.
I can come down a bit.
I think it's beautiful. I think it is one of the best looking cars you can buy. The performance is staggering, absolutely staggering. Very comfortable, great aircon. It's a nice thing to drive.
How fast is it? Oh,
that is crazy. It's that's your handles going in.
That's my handles going in.
Yeah, mine doesn't do that. It's ludicrously fast. It really is, and it's instant acceleration. It's quite thrilling.
Yeah. You see, people say to me, what are you going to do? Because it's not the electric car that I don't like.
Yeah.
This is what I keep saying. It's not that I don't hate EVs. It's the infrastructure.
Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, I liked it a lot. And how was the old BMW?
It seemed when I drove it a bit slouchy.
Yep.
Not so much when you did it, but you still had to thrash it to go that speed.
You have to work it, and that's the different thing. This one, you're just gone.
Yeah.
With an older car like that, there's a bit more thinking. There's more communication between the throttle pedal and all the cables and linkages to make the motor do what it does.
Oh my gosh! I think it's partly down to the driver, maybe.
Listen to that.
Good grief. Oh, okay, I'm good now, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good.
There's just something about that, look. See,
I think a little bit of wee came out there.
I'm just going to let it drop down again, look.
Oh!
That's what people love, but this is a different world, you know. That is an old, yours is an iPhone.
Yeah, I'm glad you said iPhone and not Android.
No, never Android, never Android. So yeah, I guess I'd still rather go home in that though. But then again, as we just discussed, that is, what was the thing that we said was $2.5 grand?
What, for my car? The tyres?
Tyres.
No, the wheels.
One wheel for this car is more than the whole BMW. So because Geoff buys cars, Geoff buys cheap cars, I've always got to default to that. But I think although you hate it, you also love to hate it, because as we've discussed, it'd be quite hard to replace something that gives you that feeling.
It's not, you know, people get me wrong, it's not the car that I hate.
Yeah.
It's the living with the car, not the driving the car or how it drives. It's the infrastructure. If there was infrastructure there, I mean, let's put it this way, NEC that I'm going to, you have got to have, how many charges was it? 180, well, 180, wasn't it? 180 charge points compared to a petrol station where you just have to have 8 pumps or whatever.
And the cars are in and gone. All right, last question then that we should have addressed earlier. You've owned this car for 2 years. Has living with it got easier? Because it should have done.
Yeah, it does.
It has.
Yeah, as I said earlier on my channel there, it was, I now don't have as much range anxiety as I used to have.
Yeah.
Because I know the places that I go, I pinpoint where they are now anyway. And okay, sometimes like the other week, the Porsche charger wasn't working, but then I went to the next one and then that was a bit slower, but I had a coffee. And I mean, it's easier for me because I work for myself and I can also make a video out of it. But if I was trying to get from A to B at the quickest possible time, then it would be a bit of a hinder. But no, I mean, it's difficult because people say, oh, you can't have a, to go back to a petrol car now. You see, is the delay down to the car, or is it the fact that I am now used to the immediate torque of an electric car? I'd find it difficult to live with as terms of instant acceleration and torque, because you really do, unless you've driven an electric car, you've just said in there, you don't realise the torque.
Yeah, and you could get used to that. You really could.
Yeah.
You know, having that on tap, junctions, traffic lights, all that sort of stuff. Once you've started living with that, it's quite hard to go back.
I was in the wrong lane the other day. I'd got somebody with me and they went, oh, you're in the wrong lane. I went, sorry.
Yeah. and there's something to be said for that.
And I just floored it and they went, whoa! I was like, and then you look in the mirror and they're miles back. Yeah. They cannot keep up with an electric car.
No. So we've got some real life real life stuff there then. So the question of what will you replace it with, I guess deal with that when that question comes around.
You know, I've always had Porsche, so it'd be difficult for me not to get another Porsche. And I've keep asking them. I've always liked Boxsters because I like smaller cars. I've had 7 Boxsters and not one has done that. And this car's a beast of a car. And I have said to Porsche, are you going to bring out an electric Boxster? And they said, yes, we're working on they're working on an electric Boxster. There's been spy shots of the electric Boxster as well.
All right.
But it's obviously going to be slightly bigger and the range is going to be less than what the old Boxster was, but the handling on it was great on the Boxster. So if they had an electric Boxster, I would go for an electric Boxster.
That'd be an interesting car, that would.
Yeah.
So enjoy your trip to the biggest
charging
in the
biggest
world.
Charging network in the world. But well, it's in the UK actually.
Yeah,
I don't know where the biggest one is probably. I don't know.
Probably California somewhere, wouldn't it? Biggest one in the world.
Yeah, they're obsessed with electric cars there, aren't they?
They are.
I'll tell you what I wouldn't have.
Go on.
A Tesla.
Suddenly your comments feed has gone mad. You bought the wrong car.
I mean, a Tesla. I mean, there's blimey. Do you know what? I mean, there's more gaps in that than what's that comedian's teeth? What's his name? The old guy. I can't remember.
I don't know, but they've got their fans, and they'll all be here in the comments.
Yeah, they're like a religion to themselves.
They really are. They really are. Well, I've enjoyed standing leaning on your car, looking at mine.
Oh, there's a thing, isn't it? Well, I'm glad I'm taking mine back home. So.
Well, it's a good job that you are. Right, thank you very much for
You're welcome.
coming down to see me again.
Yeah, so thank you for watching, and there you go. I'm going to head off to Birmingham now.
Next time Lee's here, we're going to have a 69, my 1969 Renault.
Ooh.
Which would have been in use today, but it's got no brakes at all.
Can you not slow down some other way?
Well,
like the Flintstones.
Yeah, we could have put our feet out. Yeah.
You've got bare feet like Fred Flintstone.
So next time, Renault. Thank you very much for watching.